Hey everybody, it's Atheist for the Cause here, and I just wanted to cover the fact that The Red Pill is now the top selling movie in Sweden. And of course, it was this is on YouTube, and it was the top selling movie on YouTube in the United States. It hit the top selling movie on YouTube in Australia. I'm not sure if it ever did in Canada, so if you guys can let me know if it did in Canada or anywhere else. But this documentary has been extremely popular, and feminists have only helped it by trying to get it banned. And of course, it got banned, in many places in the United States, many places in Canada, many places in Australia, where theaters just wouldn't show it. And for the most part, people found alternative theaters to get it shown in anyways, and all it did was increase the popularity. And, the thing is with this documentary is that feminists have their go-to tactics and stuff, like MRAs are all misogynist and that kind of stuff. And that doesn't really work with the red pill, because it's easy to see a man and hear some women saying they're misogynist, and then the average person come to a conclusion that, okay, they probably are. Well, especially when they're saying, stuff about how men should, have equality and stuff. To the average person, a lot of times that sounds like, well, don't men have all their rights, and what do we need to work on for men? But it's a lot tougher when women are saying that, or I shouldn't say women, when feminists are saying that about a movie that is made by a woman. She was a feminist, and then when they see the movie, if they choose to watch it, it really doesn't come close to that, and to being misogynist. And if you look at, what the counter arguments are to it, there's nothing in depth of value that they have. Many of them haven't even seen the movie. And so this whole tactic of just declaring that misogynist isn't working very well for those reasons. Now, it's the fact that Cassie J can point to, hey, we had all these negative reviews before the film even came out. They couldn't have seen it. And people start to get really skeptical then. And then how does it look for a feminist movement to be attacking a woman who claimed to be a feminist about making a movie into the men's rights movement? Where here she's trying to be a successful woman, and they're attacking her, trying to take her down. That doesn't look good for feminism. And then when men's rights activists and others say that feminism isn't about helping women, it's not about women's rights, it's not about equality for women, it's about control of women and control of society and gaining power, our argument looks a lot closer, doesn't it, than their argument to what reality is in this situation. So, and the more this film gets banned, the more people want to see it. It's fantastic. And if you haven't seen the film, basically it's about a feminist journey into the men's rights movement, trying to understand men's rights advocates, activists, and, what the men's rights movement is all about. Because Cassie J had heard all kinds of bad things, and she wanted to know, what the details were. And let's just say she doesn't call herself a feminist anymore. She does interview men's rights advocates as well as feminists in it, and it's a pretty balanced movie overall. But it's definitely on the top topic of men's rights. So you're not going to hear too much about like what feminism is about, because people pretty much know that. You're going to hear about like what men's rights activists are, what men's rights activism is about, who men's rights activists are, that type of thing. And then you're going to hear like some feminist counter arguments and things like that. So it's a very good film. I highly recommend picking it up. You can get it on YouTube still, and all over any of the online stores you can get it at. So it actually was funded through Kickstarter. I helped fund it a bit, but there were some other people who put some big money into this, and thank God for them. Thank God for Milo Yiannopoulos to help fund this largely, and his base that helped fund this largely in the name of free speech. That was amazing and helped get this kicked off. And now we have one of the best documentaries, that, and it's out right now, and it's a men's rights documentary. I never thought I'd see that. Just think about a couple years ago, if you would have predicted that. Kind of crazy. So the men's rights movement is making huge strides. And we should be optimistic about our future, because the arrow is pointing up. Have a good one, guys.